often scared because, especially now more than ever, the way we taught to view what a man's supposed to bring, even traditionally, the shit not even appreciated.
That's because these new unreal expectations that you speak of are the new bare minimum. That's why. Let's get into it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So today I got a video for you guys from a channel called Comedy Hype. Not too familiar with them or their content, but I think I might have reacted to a video or two from the channel. I recall one time I made a bit of reaction to y'all know that one light-skinned lady that's crazy as hell, always nagging and bitching about something. I forgot her name. I can't think of at the moment. And I think I want to say the Will Smith situation related to that or something. But anyway, reason why I wanted to react to this is because I noticed that he interviewed Tripp Fontane, who I react to a lot on I believe is Tonight's Conversations, the clips that I react to on TikTok. And I come across some of his clips on Facebook and YouTube as well. And in this interview, he's discussing unrealistic expectations expected out of men from modern women. And he's talking about the modern and the traditional side of things. And I want y'all to hear what he had to say. And as you guys know, yeah, Tripp Fontane, he holds women accountable, but he does keep it fair on both ends. So, and this is another one of the reasons why I respect his opinion a lot and enjoy his content. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Now, I seen you, the thing that I like about your style is that you're fair. Because a lot of these brothers that do get like the light and it comes to the relationship space, they call them incels, and they beat up women. But the thing that I don't get, and this is the kind of also challenge the ladies listening, like they also help make those guys famous, and they also give them an ear. Yeah. And then you and we just met, but I've always looked at guys like that. That to me, those guys haven't been successful women in their real life, and it feels like this is their time to cope with why it didn't work out for them. Because any man that's getting women, I'm not going at you. I'm thinking about other things with you. And if you pulling them, you at ease, you cool. But a lot of these brothers do seem like have their traumas attached, particularly dealing with black women, because black women are very strong. They're not easy. They're not gonna go with everything. They're gonna give you a little stiff arm if you're not coming properly. They will challenge your space. And those brothers that have not done well, succeeded in that, now seem to be targeting them and hitting them and jabbing them. But yeah, one, what's your thoughts about that? But then overall, why do women also fear accountability? Because that was a clip that I saw with you. All right, we're going to both of them joints.
Yeah, before you get to both of them joints, Tripp, I'm like, let me give some pushback on this ninja right here. I don't know if he said become incels or are incels, but that's full of shit. I'm really getting sick and tired of, let me catch myself because I'm literally about to start cussing every other word. Because when people use the word incel, it really pisses me off. Because basically what you're doing is that you're implying that anybody that's involved in this space can't get women or is unsuccessful with women. Because you notice he said that, because guys that are successful with women, they're not talking like this. Let me tell you something. They might not be talking like this, but they think just the same. And just because a man is in this space doesn't mean he didn't have success with women. The main reason MGTOW exists is because those men were married already. You fucking idiot. Most men, I would argue, majority to most men in the RP space are men that have had relations with women They just haven't had what they're looking for long term. See, that's what I think a lot of people overlook about men when it comes to the RP space. Typically, men that are in the RP space are men that are looking for solutions because they still want long term relationships, they still want to get married. The type of men that you're referring to that don't talk like that, men that don't talk like that, how many of those men that you know that don't talk like that are actually wanting something long term or looking for something long term? Men who typically talk like that, from my experience and from what I've seen, those are typically bachelors and guys that are not really looking for anything special. I'm talking like on some Dan Bilzerian type shit. So whatever you talking about, bro, I don't know where you get that from, but that's a very feminine take. It sounds like the type of shit a lot of women would say about guys in that space. But let me go ahead and let Tripp rock, bro. I had to get that out, man. Let's get it. Let's get into it.
Um, the incel stuff, the red pill stuff, the passport stuff, it's not new.
Mm-hmm.
It might be new to black men, like the black manosphere. It might be new to us. But if you go some decades, I mean, I really think about how long like white men in the military been bringing back women that ain't from here.
Bringing them back. I know they be having some children
Even the ones
outside.
that like, I
Okay.
mean, you ain't ever seen none of them random couples that be this old white man with a Vietnamese lady
They love respectfully Asian women. Definitely be the
because they what? Are more
submissive
submissive
for
and
sure.
more. So if that conversation been around this long, it can't be a new one. We might have just got around to it.
Okay.
Might have just hit YouTube good, but that ain't new. This dissatisfaction with the behavior of, you know how long white men been talking about that? Since the feminist movement. White women
Got
like
you.
getting back in the kitchen, coming back to the house. Why you think they've been talking about it so long? They put new laws on women's bodies to get them back in the house,
Right.
to keep them pregnant. They've been at it so long, they putting it on the books.
Right.
We putting it on the blog still.
We put it on our podcast and they dead ass serious about that shit.
Yeah. We amateur when it comes to the dissatisfaction now.
Right.
So this is what I mean when I'm talking about this box. This box causes us to look at our women a certain way.
Okay.
And say that our women have to be a certain way in order to be proper because we trying to be the proper man. And the only way a woman can fit with me is if she jumps in a box too. Be real here, bro. You think white women are docile and submissive and meek?
Not
You
completely.
you ever seen a white man beat into submission in his relationship? Look at the older couples. Don't look at no younger couple, bro.
Well, they yeah.
You notice how
Yeah. He
quiet he is
they
now
say they think
and
it's the
how,
happy wife, happy life. I think they was pushing that real heavy.
yeah,
Just do whatever you say, Margaret.
wherever you want to go.
Right.
Bad as hell. Hey, we do whatever you want to do, Margaret. Not the Margaret though. Like, yeah, like okay. Like, yeah, go ahead and get whatever you want, Bethany. It's okay, Bethany. I'm mad as yo, the little white girl names. I be weak as hell. Mm-mm. Yeah, everybody. I know that the Karen is what took everybody out though. Let's keep.
You don't think they been tired? You don't think white women ain't been tired of white men? Even the well-kept ones. That's where the pool boy shit come from. Paying
Housewives
all
and
the bills,
shit.
but ain't being no type of man in a relationship.
Right.
Because that's what these boxers do. Bruh, again, I don't be challenging manhood because I don't try to. Bruh, I be trying to get the money for I could pay all the bills. I'm not out of this shit. I'm trying to unlearn it and relearn it like everybody
Wait,
else.
so you don't think we should be trying to take care of all the bills?
Nigga, I know we shouldn't be trying to take care of all the bills, and I'm still out here trying to earn the money to take care of all the bills.
Think about that,
I'm
bro. Think about what Tripp just said. He said, I know we shouldn't be out here trying to pay all the bills, but I'm still over here operating like a man who should be out here trying to pay all the bills. And you want to know why, Tripp? Is because we live in a society where men are still held to a traditional standard and the opposite gender is not. That's why. That's why you're sitting over here trying to unlearn it and relearn it like everybody else. Hell, I'm still trying to figure it out. That's why I did a video on my travel vlog the other day. Well, not the other day, but a few weeks back, telling people I don't know what I want now. But now that I'm making a little bit more money now that I'm able to move the way that I do. As a matter of fact, as you're watching this video, more than likely by now, I will either be boarding or on my flight headed to Thailand. So when I tell you, bro, Tripp, you are not alone. You are not alone when it comes to that, bro. That's probably like 99% of men. And women think it's so simple, but it's really not, because women aren't holding themselves to the same standard that they're holding men to. Like, what are we doing out here? Blind leading the blind. Let's keep it moving.
in it with everybody else.
Well, so because I'm in the same race.
Yeah,
But something, I mean, yeah, for sure. Everything is conditioning, right? You
exactly.
grow up, someone's gonna kind of groom you to think about yourself in this light, live this way. And so my answer is, that's what I believe. And I don't know, where does it come from? It comes from because that's what I feel is the right thing to do as a man, that I am supposed to take care of the house. And then maybe my woman comes and balances out in different ways. But you know, so if things need to be more fluid in terms of, which I understood even in my space, I've been challenged, like, you don't have to necessarily just be that way. A woman can step in at times, especially if it's tough financially.
Yeah.
But it does make me reflect, like, yeah, are we doing it wrong?
And I don't want to make traditional people like the bad people, the enemy, because again, I got stuff that I'm trying to unlearn, relearn, stuff that's not really applicable, all of that good stuff. It's really just about challenging the narrative and being able to acknowledge out loud where some of this stuff come from. And if you still want it, if you still want to sit with it, if it's still valuable to you, go ahead. But we got to start calling a spade, bro. That'd be my only thing for real.
How does
Is
that hurt
that
us?
how does what hurt it?
How does
Like,
me trying to be,
I don't.
this
I
the
think
macho man?
where I think it does hurt some of us is this belief, and that we keep preaching it out loud, is that you got to go twice as hard to be half as good.
Correct.
Nigga, no. I refuse to ever measure myself up against anything or anybody that sets me out with a handicap that even if I exceed performance expectations, I could only ever be half as good. That means I gotta go 4 times as hard just to get to ground zero. I'm not subscribing to that, bruh. Black male suicide rates are going up, bruh. Our life expectancy is
I was gonna
going down.
say, a lot of our Black grandfathers passed away consistently before,
And bruh, like the
because
numbers.
we trying to do it all.
The numbers say that it's killing us. Not my opinion. The facts say that it's killing us.
That right there. And that's the part that women, I don't think you're going to have a hard time getting women to have that conversation. Because deep down, women feel that men are just supposed to sacrifice that. But I think men are starting to come to the realization of, you know what? Okay, if that's the case, then you know what? The only thing that I can take with me is with my memories, especially if I'm expected to sacrifice in order to provide. So it's like, why come I can't enjoy the fruits of my labor just like everybody else that I'm trying to take care of in my family as well? And in order to do that, a man, especially in our economy, might need a little help from the women here and there. It's like, I don't understand how we got to a place where all of a sudden it seems like majority, if not most, women don't want to work anymore. Like, damn, it only took y'all about 6 decades in a workforce to be like, you know what, we cool on this shit. We just want the men to go out and work while we sit at home. Because that does seem to be all you see on social media, bro. And a lot of women are getting evicted and complaining about getting fired, or complaining about their jobs not paying enough, or they're complaining about having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to, it's like, stay afloat. I know a few women that are doing that themselves with kids. So yeah, it's rough out here. It's like, I'm like, y'all better get y'all head out y'all ass and quit acting like y'all got so much damn pride, and quit acting like 50-50 is a bad thing. I'm like, yo, let me tell y'all something. I grew up in a traditional style household, even though my parents went 50-50 on the bills and my mom was the breadwinner. Let me tell you something. In the long run, it's beneficial, because when my father passed, my mom didn't have to worry about this house being taken away, or anything else. Like, my mom is Gucci. So yeah, that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving.
So sure, stay over there if you want to. But again, we gotta call a spade a spade. And with the cost of living rapidly rising,
Mhm.
with the value of the dollar decreasing for everybody, bro, we talking about for everybody,
Mhm.
not just black people, because we know once things hit us, it gets exponentially worse. We talking about for everybody. We already not getting paid what white people getting paid.
Mhm.
So you actually factually do have to work harder in that regard for
Mhm.
all your dollars to add up. What you gonna do now? Work harder?
And I mean, we do need burnout.
Niggas working 50, 60 hours a week, bro, just to make sure they straight. Not wealthy, just to make sure they straight. How many more hours you got to give? Then at that point, cause that niggas is scared. And this is where I'm
Okay.
gonna empathize with the fellas.
Okay.
Men are scared.
Of what?
Losing everything that they have to work harder and harder and harder and harder to gain.
You know what's? Go ahead. You.
40 years ago, you could get a job at a factory and afford to trick. You get you a little regular job and still afford to trick on something. You wanted to buy you a little slice of coochie, you could do that. You wanted to take little you know what I mean, out, show her a little night on the town, take her to cheesecake factories, because back in the 80s and 90s, niggas wasn't act like they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, take her to the little steakhouse or something like that. You could trick. Now, again, niggas are working 50 and 60 hours just to keep it together.
Okay.
You could get you a factory job and get a house. Wasn't abnormal for no regular dude to have a home. He may have been renting that, but he had a crib.
Mhm.
Bring a little shorty back, because they had a regular person could move to the low end suburbs. You could still afford that. I don't know if y'all remember, good people. I may be showing my age as a person. Y'all remember starter homes? Y'all remember people could buy those? That
Yeah.
regular people could buy like a first home and hope to make some type of step up. I don't know if y'all remember them, because now they Airbnbs and regular houses and stuff like this. So I don't know, some of y'all may be a little too young. But now niggas are scared, bruh. My 50K ain't the same 50K it once was. So I had to work that hard to get to 50K
Right.
for a woman to come into my life, and I'm expected to take care of her. And taking care of her ain't the same taking care of her that it was back in the G. Back in the G, just 20 years ago, I could give you $100 and you could go have yourself a day.
Hell
You
yeah.
could do your self-care for real. You may not have been able to get the whole spa day package, but you could get them nails and them feet done. Mike could get you a little wash and set, some
A
shit.
complimentary champagne too.
You know what I'm saying? $100 now. And this ain't no knock to the shorties. This ain't no knock to the beauticians, to the estheticians and shit like that. $100 now. That might just be your holding fee.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hand, a left hand. I've been seeing some of the prices of some of the shit these women be getting done. You want feet? You just feet only today?
Right.
So it's like how I'm gonna
And
be
hair
that
is
nigga?
crazy.
Flowers, the little shit that costs, like all the little shit. Oh, it's not about money. Cut it out. Them flowers you want are not free. The cards you want, the consideration you want, outside of me giving you my time and shit like that, some of that stuff not free. And the little things cost a lot more literally than they ever have. Niggas is scared, bruh. Niggas is scared because, especially now more than ever, the way we taught to view what a man's supposed to bring, even traditionally, the shit not even appreciated. You feel me? You can ask a lot of niggas like, I done had it happen shit. Now that I got a couple dollars under my belt, nigga, that shit is not appreciated. It's expected. You feel me? I don't get commended for being a nigga who got my shit together. You dig me? So it's like regular niggas for the most part are afraid. I can empathize with that, especially now being a dude of status. Seeing the way some of these women talk, all that princess treatment, soft life. I want to be taken care of. I need a nigga to put me up. Whoa, 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 big baby. I done good not to have no kids. I don't want to depend it now.
See,
Right.
thank you, bruh. This is why I fuck with Tripp so much, cause bro, this is a see. Tripp sounds like he's in the same part of his journey in life as I am, where it's like, okay, you done made a little few dollars now, and now you really paying attention to how these women talk. So you kind of looking. So now you really looking at them different because you thinking to yourself like, yeah, you only you pocket watching. So now you real quick to talk like this around me because you think I'm a bite and I'm not. Because the fact that you even leading with that lets me know that you'll deal with somebody that you wouldn't even like as long as they was willing to pay for whatever it is that you want. I told you, bro. A lot of the you starting to see more and more women that look like they just got a price tag now, bro. Seriously, bro. I think you got more and more women out here that are fuck with a dude they don't like, all for the sake of just being taken care of, man. Essentially, a sugar baby. Just keep it moving.
Do you know what this economy finna look like for some folk? Fuck is you talking about? And what you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that's all women, but again, like, I think a lot of these dudes, because you know you can't be a man and be scared.
Right.
Rather
Supposed
put
to
on
be.
this machismo and shit on women instead of saying I'm scared to get used. I
Mm.
don't have a lot. I've worked hard for the little bit that I do have. Instead of saying that I'm afraid to be taken advantage of again. I'm afraid to open up to the wrong woman again because I haven't quite found or I haven't quite got my rubric together to find a woman that I can open up to safely. I haven't quite got my articulation down to where when I do open up, it's not just word vomit and she feel like maybe some of it is about her. I haven't got that down and I'm scared.
Right.
Cause this ain't the game that I'm used to. And shit, I can attest to that, nigga. These definitely not the women. I ain't saying they better or worse, nigga, but these is not the women that who number I was putting on my hand back in the day.
Correct.
So it's some new shit going on. And I get why niggas is afraid, bro, but I much rather us start to be honest about that than continue to shit on black women.
Now that part is where I kind of got to push back and kind of disagree with Tripp a little bit, um, because I don't think, first of all, it's not men shitting on women, and second of all, I don't think it's men being scared. I think it's more about men having more awareness and being more prepared, so that way they can protect themselves. So that way, when they do get back out there and put themselves back out there, they know what red flags to look for. This is one of the reasons why, if you look at the description, when you like literally click on my channel, it doesn't say red pill channel per se, it says red pill awareness. I wanted to emphasize that because I don't agree with 100% everything in the space. However, as far as the nuts and bolts and the basics of it and just understanding female nature, so that way men put themselves in the best position possible to not get finessed by the opposite sex. You know, that was always my main concern. So that's always how I view the space. But you know, obviously you got some guys out there that see it differently. I get it. But you know, to each their own. You know, my saying, you know, take whatever, you know, absorb whatever content is helpful to you and beneficial to you, and whatever isn't, man, toss it to the side. That's pretty much all I've done, you know, ever since I started consuming this kind of content. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.